Hey guys, welcome back to the Film Fan Club. I'm still Sam Carrico, and we're still talking about Orange is the New Black Season 5. Get ready for spoilers. We're breaking down episodes 7 through 9. Where do we begin? Well, following the refusal and lighting the hot Cheetos on fire and the basically saying F you to the people who were trying to appease their demands with just mere snacks, the MCC and the governor has sent in Figueroa, who's of course the former warden, to negotiate with Tasty and her friends. And it's really funny to getting to see. I really like getting to see the other characters from previous seasons come back and interact with the characters in this new setting, in this riot. And also, something I've realized is I mentioned earlier, like, why didn't they do a riot seasons ago, you know? Why didn't they do it way earlier in the show's run than now? But it really makes sense they're doing it in the 5th season because we know all these characters much more now. We get to see, we know their history, so we understand whenever, in episode 6, whenever Piper makes the turn and she decides to help out Tasty, we realize that's a big moment for the character, and it's really nice to get to see that growth and with the history, so whenever Figueroa comes in, it's really fun than just really being an unnamed, person to negotiate, because she's a really fun character, and I appreciate bringing her back. She eventually finds out that there's a guard that's been shot, and that was pretty crazy. And they found out about the other murder too, and I just remembered that right now. And I wonder what's going to happen. I can't remember if they resolved what happened after Figueroa found out about the other guard that I think Vause killed and then chopped up and then dispersed throughout the garden. But now that she knows about at least that Daya shot Humps, Daya's kind of in a tough spot, so she had to call the lady from Back to the Future 3, who we saw last year, and she had to reveal some tough news to her and reveal that the kid that she thought was dead, Daya's daughter, I believe, is actually alive. Very tough scene, very great acting. That the woman who plays Daya, she does a really great job each season with the relationship with Bennett, and then just being a mother stuck in prison, and then just having to do these tough emotional scenes. She does a pretty good job. I really like the her acting really shines through, and she eventually has to turn herself in after she convinces Pornstash's mom to take in the baby. And it's nice getting to see a little bit of Pornstash. He's a despicable character, but the actor who plays him is really funny, especially as a whimpering, little mama's boy. It's really funny to get him see him in that light. Um, but very tough stuff. At least it's nice having Pornstash there on the other side of that call. He doesn't, of course, he doesn't speak to Daya, but having him there for the little bit of comedic relief for the audience was fun. But because it's some pretty heavy stuff, because then she has to turn herself in after giving up her child. It really sucks too, because it's the reason that I really kind of got out that Daya is the person that is responsible for all this is because of freaking blabbermouth Judy King. She got released in the previous 3 episodes that I was talking about, and now she's out doing all these public appearances. I was really hoping that Judy King's character was going to make some progress. It seemed like she made some progress towards the end of her run in the prison, and she started to kind of befriend and understand the plight of the prisoners. And then now that she's out, she is just completely back to her old ways, it seems like, and she's completely, she pretty much, she's like, oh yeah, the guard got shot, and it was by the, the, whatever she says pretty racist kind of things, but she's just a really, I don't like her character, and it's completely shows that she's just a kind of a despicable woman herself, and she implicates Daya in front of her own mother, and then Daya's mom goes and she sees her daughter, with the handcuffs on. She's trying to give her advice and she won't listen. Again, pretty emotional stuff, but luckily there's some fun to be had as well. Pensatucky's on trial, and getting to see Boo be Pensatucky's lawyer, and then Boo with Von Barlow, their relationship has been really funny so far. The way that she was kind of reluctant to be, and she was just kind of playing the role of prison bitch, and now she has literally just kind of become a prison bitch. Of course, now that Boo, I believe, got kidnapped, now Von Barlow's trying to escape, and it sucks because Caputo, she just completely gets, ignored by Caputo. He's like, that's one of the crazies. And then oh my man, she has burnt all her bridges, and, well, except for Boo, yet. Speaking of which, Boo got kidnapped because Piscatella broke into the prison because Red has been she's been freaking on speed with Flores, trying to do some sort of Home Alone type trap to lure him in, to get him to confess to murdering an inmate at his previous prison. It's some interesting stuff there. It's kind of funny just to get to see Red act all hysterical and whatnot, and then have to act opposite Nikki, who is sober and taking care of a recovering Red. But we all know as the audience that Red's actually right, that that Piscatella is going to break into the prison, and at the end of episode 8, he sure as hell does, and then he's picking off people one by one. There's this kind of weird shift in these 3 episodes in particular, because it kind of goes from comedy to really dark in some episodes, whenever the meth heads, Leanne and Angie, are treating Pennsatucky pretty bad at following her trial and the outcome of her trial, and they treat Crazy Eyes bad. They tie her up for needlessly, and then kind of goes into a horror movie vibe with Piscatella's episode in episode 9, whenever he's picking off inmates one by one. It was a little bit weird in that respect. I think the first 6 episodes I enjoyed more than these 3 episodes in particular. I still enjoyed it. It's still the same season and storyline. It's fun. It just felt like in these episodes they were just kind of pumping the brakes a little bit, and trying to build some story, what will hopefully, all pay off in the final 4 episodes. And I'm really looking forward to seeing it pay off. I mean, what's going to happen with Red and Piscatella going head to head? I imagine Frida's going to pop out of the room and beat him up, is probably what's going to happen right at the end of episode 10. But it was a weird shift, though. It was a weird shift in tone, because like I said, they really regained the comedic vibes, I think, in the first 7 episodes or so, and then 8 and 9 just got really dark, kind of. It was really kind of out of place how dark they got. Of course, still lots of comedy to be had, and the actresses, they do a really good job. I really think Red's always a delight getting to see her. Piscatella, the actor who plays him, makes me hate that character so much. I've hated him since last season. I cannot wait to see him get his comeuppance. It's really funny too with the Pennsatucky character, because she's getting tortured so much just for doing the right thing and helping. Well, the guy was a rapist, the guard that she freed, but I think as far as being a rapist goes, he did seem remorseful and wanting to make up for it, and he took steps to make up for it. So it's a very weird gray area with that guy. It's like he's a rapist, the guard that Pennsatucky liked and that she freed, and then she's seeking and then she's feeling the repercussions from Leanne and Angie, because she shot off Leanne's finger, her best finger, apparently. Hilarious. But it's just weird because it is hilarious, but then it goes into them being just downright terrible people. You get to see how mean some of these prisoners are to each other. But then it's nice because I can't remember if it was in these 3 episodes, but it does shift back over into whenever they're remembering Poussey and her honoring her memory and building the memorial and whatnot, and the library, just getting to see this community come together, all these prisoners, and come together as friends for a little bit and kind of respect each other. But man, does it get dark for a while. I'm really hoping to get to see the comedy come back in the next 4 episodes or so. I don't know if I'm going to do it over do the next 3 episodes and then just review the finale separately and wrap it all up, or I'll just do 4 episodes in one video and wrap it up from there. But this has been my review for season 5, episodes 7 through 9. Again, it's been kind of a speed bump, these 3 episodes. They've kind of pumped the brakes just a little bit, kind of done some more story elements, just kind of focused on the story a little bit more to try and lay down the groundwork, I think. I'd like to see a little bit more comedy and just see a really good payoff, and maybe, it's been a weird tonal shift. I don't know how they can necessarily get out of it, but I would like to see them kind of just get back to the tone that in the funnier kind of vibes that were at the beginning of season 5. It's all very emotional stuff for sure, and either way, I'm really looking forward to seeing how it all plays out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Thanks so much for checking out this video, guys. If you liked it, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel for more content like this. We got a lot of other TV recaps and reviews up right now. Just talked about House of Cards, Bates Motel, 13 Reasons Why, all sorts of cool stuff that's on Netflix, and we reviewed a bunch of it. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well while you're at it, @SamuelD. Carrico. Well, thanks again. You have a good one.